Dear Elijah and Elena, do not just be all head and no heart. Do not just be all heart and no head. I've come into contact with different people who sometimes when they make decisions, they use predominantly one or the other. So they could make a decision about something that's just all head and no heart, no emotion behind it to really process what they're about to go through. And some people will make a decision with their heart and their emotions and try to think logically about a situation. So I've crossed people who, let's say they want to help a certain friend, and that friend has abused or misused their trust or their giving in the past, and that person still wants to help them. And sometimes we'll complain later on about or be disappointed or what have you about that person abusing or misusing their loving kindness or their giving. And the thing I would say to that is, well, some people are glutton for punishment. So they will complain later on about something that they could have helped. As my father used to say when I was growing up, you all's grandfather, that he'd say, son, define insanity. And I would say, oh, I don't know, whatever. And he would say, it is expecting a different result after you've done the same thing twice, or doing the same thing twice and expecting a different result. And so that's one of those things where you have to make sure, and also on top of that, you have to try to look at every angle of the situation or scenario. Don't just use your heart and say, okay, well, I want to help this family member or this friend, and not think about what else could be better for them and their situation, as opposed to you thinking, well, I'm going to be the one that'll help them. I'm going to be the one that'll take care of them and do right for them and do for them and things of that nature. There are some times when that should not be your decision, because again, you have to think logically. So you think with your heart, oh man, I really love that person, I really want the best for them, but at the same time, you should also think about the pros and the cons. And actually write down the pros and the cons before. If you don't have to make an immediate decision on something, write down the pros and the cons of what you should do. And also think about seek wise counsel, or not just think about it, but seek wise counsel. So if other people who love and care for you and know you very well are telling you, hey, you probably shouldn't do this or do that, you might not agree every time when they say something. They might not be right every time. But if they love and care for you and they're trying to give a pretty good analysis or assessment of what's going on in your life, and if you're trying to help someone, a family member or friend, it's okay to listen to that person as well. So think about that and try to hold on to that. Remember, again, when it comes to making decisions, especially if they do not have to be immediate, do not be all head and no heart, and do not be all heart and no head. God bless.